Political talk, specifically my conversation on Fox News this weekend with the one and only Mark Levin. They call him the Great One, conservative radio host throughout the country. Plus, you can catch him on Patriot Radio, on Sirius XM, Channel 125. He's been a phenomenal host there for years. Nevertheless, I appeared on his show, Life, Liberty, and Levin, which airs on Fox News on Saturday nights and Sunday nights. And while I was there, I gave my thoughts on the 2024 election and expressed some regret about what has transpired with the Democrats and Vice President Kamala Harris. And I've said this on many, many occasions. I don't like what I'm seeing from the Democratic Party. I said it on Life, Liberty, and Levin to Mark Levin himself. I've said it to this audience on various occasions. I'm saying it again now. Nobody's backing up from it. Nevertheless, I have to tell you that, and I don't blame Mark Levin for this, but did you see the headline on Fox News? Did you see it? Did you see it? In case you didn't see it, put it up there for us, folks. Let them see it right there. Look at that headline right there. Stephen A. Smith regrets backing Vice President Harris, open to voting GOP, not interested in the fear-mongering. Before I go to the actual clip of what
Okay, so let me stop the video right there. Stephen A. Smith, I support you. You're my brother, and I actually like watching your show, but why? I knew that this would happen. I mean, this is pathetic. This is pathetic. Why, Stephen A. Smith? Just why? Here's the backstory of all this. Stephen A. Smith and Joe Biden, they were actually called out by the New York Post, and they wrote an article which called them radical rights. They called Joe Biden and Stephen A. Smith the radical rights. And once the article was published, they actually tried to call Stephen A. Smith's agent and also Joe Biden's agent. And they refused to comment on that article. So all of a sudden, Stephen A. Smith, he becomes this Democrat and he starts rooting for Kamala Harris. And of course, I'm not the only one who realized that this is just fake. I mean, this is not Stephen A. Smith's true opinion. He's doing this because someone behind the scenes have told him, you're not going to talk about being a right radical, okay? So after that, when someone behind the scenes decided to call him out, that's when he did a 360. And now in every interview, he's saying that he's a Kamala Harris supporter. And of course, all of us knew that it was all fake. And now he's saying that he did an interview with Fox News, and he's saying that he regrets voting for Kamala. The truth is that he never voted for Kamala. He was always a Trump supporter.
Before I go to the actual clip of what I literally said, so I can show you all myself, let me state for the record, I throw no fault in the direction of Mark Levin for the headlines. As a reporter, as a commentator and pundit throughout the years, there have been many, many times where I have said something and having no responsibility for the headlines whatsoever. The headlines didn't completely accurately portray what I had said. So if I've gone through that, I'm certainly not going to blame Mark Levin, nor would I ever accuse him of misrepresenting me. Just like I've been friends with Sean Hannity for over 20 years, that also applies to Mark Levin, who I've also known now pretty much 20 plus years. So he is a friend. He is somebody that I communicate with often. No, we do not agree on a lot of our politics, just as is the case for Sean Hannity. But I respect those guys, and I've known them for years, and they've always watched my back, always. And I always appreciate that, and I'm always going to do the same for them. So it's not about that. But it is important that you all know exactly what I said, because headlines like that turn to go viral. So without further ado, this is just a small clip. We're not falling for it any longer. The American people aren't falling for it any longer. I voted Democrat, and I got to tell you something right now. I don't like the fact that I did. I don't like what I'm saying. I don't want to.
He just said it. I mean, y'all heard it. He just said that he regret voting for Kamala Harris and the Democratic Party. I mean, this is crazy. Stephen A. Smith, you need to stop with this bull job. I'm still going to support you and I rock with you. But Stephen A. Smith, stop letting the people behind the scenes in the ESPN building do you like this. The only reason why Stephen A. Smith decided to backtrack is because they said, listen, you have to apologize, or you're gonna have to sit down for a little bit. We're gonna put you on timeout. And that's when he said, okay, I'm gonna apologize. Let me remind y'all that he's about to sign a big contract as well. His money worth more than your dignity. That's what I can say. So let me know what y'all think about this. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.